Everybody knows SBA-backed money is some of the cheapest money in the game. And everybody also thinks it takes forever to get. Well, that is only half true. Because inside the SBA's flagship program, there are actually two lanes. One is built for size. The other one is built for speed. And most business owners have never even heard of the fast lane. It's called SBA Express. And here's why this matters to you. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how it works, how it stacks up against the standard SBA 7A program that everybody talks about, and how to figure out which one is actually right for your business. Because picking the wrong lane can cost you months, or it can cost you money, because time is money. So let's get into it. I'm Siegel, founder of Small Biz Heroes. I've helped business owners secure well over $90 million in funding, and my team places SBA deals with banks all across the country every single week. And I know exactly where each one shines and where each one falls flat. And before we go any further, let me clear up the single biggest misconception about all of this. The SBA does not lend you money. The bank lends you money. The SBA just guarantees a percentage of what that bank puts out on the street, which makes the bank comfortable saying yes to deals and terms they wouldn't normally touch on their own through their conventional, traditional bank lending programs. That's true for the loans, and that's true for the lines of credit. Banks offer them, the SBA backs them. Keep that straight, and everything I'm about to show you makes sense. So let me walk you through both lanes and why it's important to you. Lane 1, the standard SBA 7A. The standard 7A is the workhorse. This is the one you've probably seen me break down on this channel plenty of times before. If you haven't, go check out one of my other videos on the channel. Banks can lend up to $5 million with the SBA's guarantee behind it, meaning the SBA is going to guarantee up to a huge percentage of that $5 million. Terms run about 10 years for working capital, acquisitions, and other 7A programs, and sometimes up to 25 years when real estate is involved. Rates are variable. They're tied to Wall Street Journal prime rate. Plus, a bank has a spread between the prime rate and what they lend that the SBA caps. So it's affordable, it's predictable, and the long terms keeps payments manageable for small business owners. So here's why banks love it. On a standard SBA 7A, the SBA guarantees 85% of smaller loans and 75% of the bigger ones. That means if the deal ever goes bad on the bank's balance sheet, the government eats most of the loss, not the bank. That guarantee is why banks will approve deals through this program that they normally never touch conventionally. The trade-off is time and documents and a headache sometimes. These programs are not easy to qualify for. A standard SBA program goes through full underwriting, and in a lot of cases, the SBA itself reviews the file. Realistically, you're looking at somewhere between 30 and 90 days from application to the money in the account, depending on the bank, the deal, and honestly, how prepared you are to submit. For a big move like buying a building, buying a business, or a major expansion, the timeline is worth it. But what if you don't need 5 million? What if you need 150K for inventory or a 300K line of credit and you need it moving now? That's where the second lane comes in. And this is my favorite program. Lane 2, SBA Express. Through the Express program, the SBA is letting banks go up to $350,000 in most instances, though plenty of banks are setting their own caps lower than that. So right away, understand what this lane is for. It's not the buy a building program. It's not the buy a business program either. It's the get working capital over a long-term program, get equipment program, or maybe get a line of credit program from your bank that has a SBA guarantee. Here's what makes it fast. The bank runs the deal in-house. On an Express deal, the SBA lets the bank use its own forms, its own underwriting, and its own credit process. And that's only when it's an SBA approved lender that is approved by the SBA to do this. And when the bank asks the SBA for the guarantee, the SBA gives that bank an answer within 36 hours. There's no waiting around for a full government review of the file, which takes most of the larger 7A programs a lot longer. The bank runs it mostly the way they'd run their own conventional deal, and the SBA just backs it. Now, here's the trade-off. The SBA only guarantees 50% of what the bank lends, not 75, not 85 like the SBA 7A program, only half. That means the bank is carrying more of the risks themselves. And when the bank carries more risk, two things happen. They get a little pickier about who they approve, and they charge a little bit more. They want you to have a lot better credit to qualify for this program of at least a minimum of 700. And here's another thing that almost nobody talks about, and it's probably one of the best features of an SBA guarantee. Through the Express, banks offer a revolving line of credit program. You just gotta know which banks offer it, and this line of credit has an SBA guarantee sitting behind it. Same as how banks offer loans with SBA guarantees, just in line of credit form. The only thing is, not every bank is gonna offer this, and you gotta have good credit, profitability, and good time in business. With the SBA Express loan, a lot of times you really just gotta have good time in business and good credit. With the line of credit, you get approved for a limit with the bank, you draw what you need, and you pay it down, and it's available again. And the great thing about most of these programs is you're only gonna be making interest-only payments. It's unamortized, so anytime you get the money to pay it off, then you can pay it off and the money is there available for you to use again. Can Express get you funded in about 30 days? Yes, it genuinely can. With a prepared file and a bank that actually moves. I see Express deals close in 2 to 4 weeks. The 36-hour SBA response takes the government weight out of the equation. So the only clock left is the bank's own process. But here's the part nobody tells you. A lot of times the bank is the one dragging their feet. And this is really where I need you guys to listen as well. The program itself does not control the speed. The bank does. And your file does. I've watched 2 borrowers with nearly identical credit profiles go to 2 different banks, and one of them funded in 3 weeks, while the other one was still waiting on a checklist at week 7, and they didn't even go to final underwriting until week 9. Some banks run Express like an actual Express lane if the file is prepared. Others will slap the word Express on the same slow process in order to get your business. Now, how do you figure out which bank is going to be the slow Express and which bank is going to be the actual Express? We do this every single day. So please hit us up. Don't play guessing games with your money. Knowing which banks actually move is half the battle, and that's exactly what we do. So here's how to choose your lane, the simple decision framework that I use with clients every single day. If you need more than 350K, it's the Standard SBA 7A program. There's no debate. Big acquisitions, real estate, and expansions live in the standard lane, period. If you need 350K or less and speed genuinely matters and you don't mind paying a few extra points, look at Express first. And it's okay to pay a little bit of a higher interest rate for speed. That means that you're going to be able to recognize the ROI on the use of funds faster, and it's less headache for you. If you need inventory for a season, equipment that unlocks revenue right now, working capital to grab an opportunity that won't wait 90 days, that's what this lane is built for. If what you really want is a revolving line of credit from a bank with an SBA guarantee behind it, Express is your lane as well, because the Standard 7A is a term loan for the most part. It doesn't flex that way. So a line of credit does flex, and it gives you a lot more freedom. And of course, if you want the absolute lowest rate and the longest terms, and you can afford to wait, the Standard SBA usually wins on price. Speed costs a little, size takes a little longer. That's the trade. And there's no wrong answer. There's just the right tool for your situation. In my book, I talk about the 3 C's of lending: credit, collateral, and cash flow. And the rule holds here too. The more of the 3 C's you bring to the table, the better terms you'll get in either lane. A strong file gets express pricing at the low end of the range and gets standard SBA 7A deals approved a lot faster. A weak file struggles in both, and a lot of banks will not even tell you when they know they're going to decline your file a month or two later. They will intentionally waste your time for the 1% chance that it might go through. So before you pick a lane, get your file strong. I'm going to give you the real secret to getting funded fast because it applies to both of these programs, y'all. Speed comes from preparation. The fastest files I see all look the same. Their business and personal finances are separated. The last 2 to 3 years of business tax returns are ready to go. A current year-to-date profit and loss and balance sheet is in their QuickBooks. Bank statements that are clean, no overdrafts, nice healthy balances, 5 to 10% of whatever you make a month in the bank at all times. And then of course, a simple business debt schedule showing exactly what you owe and to who. Strong credit, personal, and business. When that package is sitting ready before you even apply, banks are gonna move fast because you've answered their questions for them before they ask them. If they ask you for documents and you respond with all of those documents in 2 seconds, they're gonna know that you're the real deal. Because how you do anything is how you do everything, and lenders can smell it. So here's the bottom line. The standard SBA 7A is your size lane, up to $5 million. The best terms, the longer wait, the lower rate. SBA Express is your speed lane, up to $350,000, and it used to be up to $500,000. It may even go back. And then there's also an answer from the SBA to your bank in 36 hours in most instances. And then the option for the bank to structure it as a revolving line with the guarantee behind it at a slightly higher price. Neither one is better. They're built for different jobs, and the win is matching the right lane to your situation. And that is exactly what we do at Small Biz Heroes. We work with SBA approved banks across the country, and we know which ones actually move fast on Express and which ones fight hard on standard 7A deals in your industry specifically. Let us look at your situation, tell you honestly which lane fits for you right now, and point you at the bank that's actually gonna say yes. A call with us is completely free. Call us at 888-859-8408 or click the link below. And if you want the full foundation of the SBA 7A program itself, not the Express, I've got a whole breakdown on this channel. There should be a link below, so go watch that one next. I drop a new video every Friday, so make sure you're subscribed. And as always, I am rooting for you. I'll see you in the next one.